Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both. A moment ago, we are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Bortles going to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Bortles. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. In motion right is Robinson.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 38-yard line. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Looking deep. This is caught inside the 15. They get 39 yards out of that one. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the forward down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
But no second. Guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet. Give him 6 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. That's Hurns. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's able to put it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd down. It's Coleman, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Give him 6 on the play there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Running right, this is Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 61 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's got room. Space to run past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with it.
And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them, that's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.